Hello, I'm just going to do a quick little upload. I went to Slimming World today and I had put on 1.5 pounds, so I'm 10 stone 12 at the moment. And I stayed to group and I went to the new members chat. I just felt that it was a good idea for me to maximise the support that I had, that I could take advantage of. It's not perfect, but it's something. It's better than nothing, isn't it? And I decided that I would make a change and take it easier on myself. So I've been practicing recently, trying to take less, worry less about things, and try and kind of take less responsibility for everything around me, and try kind of let the kids make mistakes a bit easier, and try and get them to have their own breakfast and make their own breakfast. Just try and limit down the amount of stuff I'm doing. But also I've decided with the food, I'm going to try and take a bit more the easier route. So kind of using crutches and things just to help me, like coffee and things, just to try and get me back down again, because I think I'm struggling kind of keeping it all together. So I need to be kinder and gentler on myself and not worry too much. I'm still going to stick with my soy milk, but if there's only milk available, if I'm having coffee or out and about, and I'm not going to fuss myself. I got myself a little food diary again, just a sheet, just to keep a log of what's happening. And I decided to get some like sort of pasta stuff that you put with hot water, like pasta sauce type things. There were some cheap ones from Lidl's, and they ranged from 3.5 to 1.5 sins. I also got myself some hi-fi bars, just for ease of use. And so at the moment, I don't know how I feel about it exactly, but I'm just trying to make it easier on myself. Trying to go back to vegetarianism for a bit, because I am uncomfortable being out of Target. That's making me unhappy. So I'm just going to kind of do whatever I need to do to get myself back into Target, and then work outwards from there. So just make it super easy on myself, take all the shortcuts I need to take to be able to get the weight back off again, because I don't really want to be 10 stone 12, because then that means I'm only 2 pounds away from 11 stone, and that's not where I want to be. So I'm just going to make it super easy. I'm considering doing the Muller yogurt thing again, just 3 yogurts, kind of all things that just make it super easy, easy food. I'm also going to try and work harder on being very selfish, making sure that I put myself as a priority, making sure that I get the food I need to get, making sure that my fruit is available, making sure I get myself fruit specifically. I got myself some rye bread as well, because that was quite nice in the mornings, just toasted rye bread with peanut butter and tiny oranges. So I feel a little bit of failure, but because I feel like should have been able to do it without any caffeine and without any sugar, and as a vegan. But I think realistically it's more important to me right now that the weight comes off, because I just need that weight to come back off. I'm very happy about it. I didn't take my book to group because I found out that you don't have to take your book to group, you can just take cards. So I thought that would make it easier for me. I can just turn up and give a card. I don't have to keep remembering them to have the book all the time, which would be easier. So I think at the moment I'm just trying to my kids are 10 and 6 now. They're older, well, 10.5 and 6.5. Obviously the shop's getting busier. There's more and more pressure on us. We're doing lots more events, and I've just got to take it easier in general life, because there's a lot to do, and constantly living at a high stress level is not very good for me. I'm not very old. I'm 36 now, and I'm aware that obviously I'll be 37 in January, and I'm aware that the 40 is looming, and unless I sort it out now where I get a proper balance of stuff, I can't keep. I mean, we took over the shop 5 years ago, and we've been full pelt at it, trying desperately to get as much as we can done and try and be as super efficient, and I can't do it forever. I've done it for 5 years, and that's enough now. I need to have a sensible balance of life. It's good to not have the car anymore. It's good to do lots of walking. I've been trying to find more interesting ways of doing exercise as well. So I've been doing skipping. I'm just going to check the time because it might interrupt me in a second. Oh no, it's okay. I've been doing skipping and trying to do different tricks just to kind of keep interest up. And I thought I would try as a real big aim in the future to be able to do a handstand, because I've never been able to do a handstand because I was always a pudgy kid. I was not very gymnastically inclined, so I thought that would be nice. I used to do a handstand up against a wall when I was a kid. I remember doing that with other children, so I thought I could at least do that again and then work to be able to do a handstand. I mean, that's way in the future in terms of a goal, because I can't even do like anything near, but I thought it might be a bit of fun. I was going to get myself a pull-up bar at home because we don't have one at home, and I thought that might be nice. We've got one at work that we kind of use, but it'd be nice at home to be able to practice my pull-ups because I've never been able to do a pull-up. So I thought, give myself some little goals, little fitness goals, because we're not doing the gym anymore, so it's harder to sort of motivate yourself. So I thought I'd try that. Obviously we're walking lots because we've got no car anymore, but I feel like I just need a little something extra just to, because exercise is a really good booster, isn't it? So I thought that would be helpful. I feel pretty positive about the week. I don't think I would go super crazy off what I eat normally anyway, because I'm very used to what I eat, but it's just helping me out a little bit just to let myself be a little bit more lax on my personal rules I just sort of set myself. So yeah, I'm just going to play it slowly by ear and just see how it happens. I would like to lose £3 this week to get myself back into target, because my target range would be 10 stone 10. So if I lost £2, I would be at the top end. If I lost 3, then I'd just be in. So I mean, £2 is good. But it'd be great if it's 3, but we'll see how it goes. So I will keep you updated, and just at the moment trying to keep calm, keep relaxed, keep remembering that it's not my responsibility to do everything, and try and make sure that I keep my emotional and physical health as a priority, as everything else always bombards you, doesn't it? You never get a chance. So you've got to really try and focus on making that a good priority, and try and make sure that everything is easy as possible and shortcuts all the way, just so that I can get this weight back off again. Ideally, if I can carry on shortcutting it and get some good weight loss, then that will make it so I could get right back down to 10 stone, because that would just give me a bit more space. You know, because it's just, I know I'm only 10 stone 12 right now, and I know what it felt like when I was 13 stone. It was, I think, when I properly weighed myself, I was in pounds, I was 13 stone 8.5 at the beginning, but I know that I was closer to 14 during that time before the bit, and I know what it felt like to be 14 stone, and I feel slightly pudgy now, and I feel like really old, like really fat, and I'm only 10 stone 12, so I can't imagine what it'd be like if I then put another 3 stone on. That'd be absolutely awful. So not interested in doing that. So yeah, just gonna take it really easy, just as many shortcuts as I can possibly make. No stress, no worries, never try and make it more complicated for myself, and and really, really, really make it as easy as possible, and don't worry about the consequences of making it easy as possible. Don't worry, oh, am I having too much sugar? Am I having too much caffeine? I'm not going to worry about it. I think, oh, am I having too much milk? Or I'm just not going to worry about that aspect for now. I'm just going to make it as easy as possible and just get the weight back off and then readdress when I'm there. But, can kind of, yeah, I don't want to put weight back on. Right, I'm going to say goodbye now, because the kids really should be in a bath by now. My partner was going to put them in the bath, but I can't hear a bath running. So I'm just going to go and see how that's all going. And I will see you soon. Lots of love to everybody. Thanks for being there for me all. And sorry I've been a bit absent. It's just been a bit tough recently, just to kind of really get things in perspective, and put myself and my health as a priority. So it's been hard, but I am here, and I think I find the Slimming World YouTube so incredibly helpful that I don't think I would ever stop, because it's too much of a support network to give up. Okay then, see you soon. Lots of love, everybody. Bye.